Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be drawing Ikki from Saint Seiya because I love him. He has the best anime redemption arc. Okay, don't fight me. Like, no one's redemption arc is better than Zuko's, but like Ikki gets a good one. This is also going to be the first video in a series of my top 10 hottest anime boys. So you can look forward to at least 9 more hot anime boys. Not that I draw much else. And these videos aren't going to be in any particular order. I'm just drawing them as I feel like it. And once they're all done, I'll probably make a playlist of all of them in the appropriate order. Like, I'll order it as you know, appropriately, so you can see my actual order of whoever I think is the hottest anime boy. In other news, my laptop is finally pooping out on me. I mean, he's doing all right. He would be doing better if I didn't have nearly as many programs running on him. He kind of has my life. So I have acquired, much to the chagrin of my wallet, a second laptop. This one's a Mac, and it's going to be just for my art and video stuff. So I can take some of the strain off my other laptop, which is still working just fine. I'm not getting rid of it. And you know, my dad has a desktop computer that could use replacing, because it's like the fan on it has died, so we're kind of careful about how much we use it because we don't want it to overheat, because it can't cool itself off anymore. So he will probably make use of my laptop now that it's not being overworked. And the new laptop will just be for work stuff, and we'll see how it goes. Most of the banging around you hear is me trying to, like, my desk is not very clean, and I'm not necessarily organizing my desk, but I am trying to download all of the programs I need onto my new laptop. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm a little distracted. I apologize. But so far so good. I've re-downloaded my preferred video editing software onto the new laptop, and yeah, so far so good. I'm trying to get Clip Studio Paint because that's the program I use. It's slow going. It's fine. I should wait to do this until I am done recording this voiceover. So yeah. Okay. we've set that aside. Outside of the computer thing, I don't really have much to talk about. Got myself something of a dental emergency that happened today, which I can't actually see the dentist for until next Thursday. I'm not looking forward to that. On the bright side, I have saved up money that was supposed to be there for me to move out of my dad's house, but looks like that's not happening. That's fine. It's not that it's bad living with my dad. I mean, it kind of is because I'm so old and I have a college degree, but like, it's also the place I live, which has no positions for people with college degrees. And I already have enough debt. I'm not taking out more loans just so I can move somewhere and take my chances there. And like, I keep saying I have a 10-year plan to move, and I felt like I was actually making decent progress because I'd saved up all that money, but now I gotta deal with this dental stuff that my insurance won't cover because I live in America and I have health insurance. And I do have dental insurance, but it covers like virtually nothing. I can get my teeth cleaned, and I think like a couple of fillings. I can get some fillings, I think, but like I can get my teeth cleaned once a year, and I can get fillings as needed, I guess. I actually haven't checked. I had to get a crown last year on one of my teeth, which it didn't cover, and I'm probably gonna have to get one on this other tooth that I'm having issues with. So I gotta pay for that out of pocket again, which is fine because I've saved up money, but you know that interferes with my 10-year plan to move to somewhere with snow. I want to go to Canada. I know a lot of people like say things about Canada and make fun of people who want to move to Canada because they think it's all happy and whatever. I want to move to Canada because it's cold, and I don't think I'm gonna have problems with health insurance in Canada if I live there long enough. Like at first, probably because immigrant, but I feel like it'll be easier to figure out than here where I live, where I either get really shitty like state-sponsored health insurance or I get nothing because you have to work full-time, and then sometimes if you work full-time, the health insurance you get is garbage. Anyway, I'm sorry. I feel very strongly about this. It's very upsetting. Mostly frustrating, and I'm tired. I'm exhausted emotionally, but oh well. Anyway, in other news, my buddy George and I have started watching SWAT Cats, which is an old cartoon from when we were kids. It got a lot of reruns, and I finally caved, and I bought both seasons, and we got through the first season on my last day off, and it was great. Like, that series holds up really well, despite being from 1993. Like, a lot of kids shows from that time do not hold up nearly as well, like, and this one does. It's really fun, and it's really fun and exciting, and we had a great time. The animation is also really nice. It's like a sci-fi action series, and sort of like, and it's kind of superhero-y. I want it, like, it feels like it pulls a lot from like superhero comic books. And it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy it. Having a great time. The animation is fantastic, and just the stories are good. It's just good story, and I love it. And hopefully, we'll finish the second season the next time he comes over, which will be my next day off, which is like a week away. I want to cry about that, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine. But yeah, so SWAT Cats. I feel like I should mention that, as a child, I actually had a crush on Razor, who's one of the main characters, which I guess technically makes me a furry. That's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. They can't kink shame me to prison. You can't kink shame me to prison. So, do with that what you will. Yeah. Funny story. Okay, so here in the US, we have the Super Bowl, which is the big football game of the year that George and I do not care about. And, we we went to get like dinner while we were watching SWAT Cats. Like we stopped at some point to get dinner, and we drove to some fast food place and we got chicken nuggets because George really wanted chicken nuggets. And we go through the drive-thru and they have a deal for like 50 chicken nuggets for like $10. And he's like, let's do that. And I was like, all right, cool, fine. And so we ordered the chicken nuggets, and then we're waiting for the food to come out. And the guy brings us our chicken nuggets because we had to like pull up and park somewhere while they made them. And then they brought them out to us. And he's like, the guy who brings them out asks us if we're getting ready for the game. And George and I are really confused, like, what game? And then suddenly I realized, oh, it's the Super Bowl today. and we had to admit to the guy at the fast food place that we were not actually watching football. We were just watching old TV shows. And then he seemed really confused, and we just drove away with our food. George and I are much bigger fans of hockey than we are football. I've never cared for football, and I've especially never cared for the Super Bowl. A lot of people here say they only watch it for the ads because they play some like ridiculous ads during the Super Bowl. It's a weird culture around just the advertisements that play during this game, and I've never really cared. I don't get any joy out of watching even the ads, because especially now that like YouTube exists, because those ads will be on YouTube like the second they air. So if the one is particularly notable and people want me to see it, I can just look it up and see it. I don't actually have to watch the game. So yeah, that, I don't know. That's a weird thing. I've never really understood. But it exists. It exists. I don't know. George and I missed out on it this year. Very hilarious. Confused a guy at a fast food place. I don't even remember where we went. George and I order a lot of food because I hate cooking and my dad hates cooking, so there's generally not a lot of stuff in my house that's not like frozen TV dinners. At least stuff for like people. Like there's plenty of guinea pig food and kale for the guinea pig. There's plenty of dog food and like food for the dog. You know, things that my dog can safely ingest. Like there's plenty of that stuff, but there's not a lot of stuff for me and my dad. We're kind of bad about it. So George and I tend to order a lot of food when he comes over. Or I'll be like, hey, do you specifically want to cook something? Okay, what do you want to cook? Let's go. But I will see if I have any of that stuff in the house, and if not, when I go get you, because George doesn't have a car, so I have to go get him. So when I go get him, we will stop at this like grocery store on the way home, and we will buy the stuff and cook it. Or well, George will cook it, and I will kind of just sit there and watch. George likes cooking, and he especially likes the fact that my dad and I don't have food allergies, so he can cook whatever the heck he wants in our house, as long as he gives us a list of the things he needs to cook. It's fun for him, I guess, and you know, my dad and I get free food, and then George also does the dishes, which he doesn't have to, but he does them anyway. I'm like, but you made dinner, we do dishes, and he does the dishes anyway. It's time. Actually a good time. I know sometimes when I say that, I mean, like, I'm trying to just allude to how much of a bad time it was, but no, it's the good time having George come over and cook. And we're done. I hope you had fun watching that and listening to me ramble, or, you know, whatever. Be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss any new videos, and leave a like and a comment down below if you're so inclined. And I'll see you next time. Bye.